Hey guys, so here's the string tutorial that I feel is long overdue. Should have done it a while ago, but oh well. So what is a string? Well, a string is any series of characters within basically quotations in Python. So what are quotation? Well, quotations, what I mean by quotations is quotation marks. So either single quotation mark or double quotation mark. So for example, I can make a string right here. String, this is a string. And now there's a string. String, this is a string. I can make variables equal the string. So x equals string, this is a string, exclamation mark. And now when I do x, x, it's going to type string, this is a string, exclamation mark. Now what can I do with this? Well, I can call functions on it. And if you haven't watched a function tutorial, go back and you can see, or else you won't know what I'm talking about. So I can do x dot lower, for example, and what that'll do is it'll turn every capital letter into a lower. Or I can do x dot upper, and it'll make everything uppercase. I can also do, for instance, x dot split, and it'll split and make a list out of everything that's separated by spaces. So it'll make an object of what's before the space and what's after the space for each space. So that's kind of interesting. I can do x dot join and join it by the spaces. For instance, x equals x dot join space, and now x just equals space basically. I'll make a new x, YouTube. So now the string equals YouTube because x equals YouTube. And I can do x dot replace. So x dot replace does exactly what the name sounds like. It will replace whatever you'd like. So the old, maybe I want to replace the y in YouTube. I'll do the y and comma, and then whatever I want to change the y to, I'll change it to a p. So now it says PowTube. Now there are some other functions. To find out what all the functions is, you do you do x dot, and it'll pop up with a list of functions here. Now there's a problem, you might see it. What if you want to use, for instance, quotation marks inside of your string? Well, you have one option, which is if you know which quotation marks you want to use, then you're going to use the opposite to start and end. For example, if I want to say, the man said hello, that'll be okay. It'll still keep the quotation marks because I use single quotation marks to start it and end it. But what if I'm using, for example, single quotation marks inside my string and double quotation marks? Well, then what you want to do is basically you want to do the man said, and then you're going to backslash before each of your quotation marks. So the man said backslash quotation mark hello backslash quotation mark, and then the next one will end it. So now x equals the man said hello. I'll show you what happens if you don't backslash. It'll do the man said hello. It'll basically make this black, and what that does is a syntax error. We'll get to syntax errors later on, but you can probably kind of infer what that means. By what it sounds like, an error in the syntax. So I hope I'm not missing anything. This is my tutorial, and I'll see you in the next one.